Hey, it's Kevin. Thanks for coming by for another Road Warrior video blog. It's the Road Warrior I hate. It's the Road Warrior I try to avoid. It's the Kevin stuck in traffic on the interstate doing about 25 miles per hour video blog. Now, I realize it doesn't really matter if I'm moving or if I'm not moving. Do you really see that much of what's going on behind me? It may be just more in my mind than it is in yours. Luckily, we're not at a dead stop yet. But it's the one thing, over all these years of doing the Road Warrior, I've had maybe one or two instances where I've been out doing the Road Warriors and I get stuck in traffic. And then it's just like you're just creeping along. And it's you got to pay more attention. You got to know what you're doing. Luckily, we're going at a decent clip. We haven't really even had to tap our brakes, just kind of slow down. We're in one of those, late afternoon rush hour kind of things. Although around Nashville anymore, man, late afternoon rush hour is just 24 hours a day. The traffic never seems to slow down. And I don't know if you see that where you are, that traffic has gotten much worse. Nashville, one of the biggest, fastest growing cities in America, blah, blah, blah. Our roads can't handle it. We're not prepared for it. But you still feel it. You still hate it. I remember years ago, a couple years ago, used to be able to go from one side of town to any side of town in 15, 20 minutes. Now, it's a half an hour. So that's 50% more time it takes to get across town? All because of traffic, all because of how fast we're growing, and all because, we don't use enough public transportation and the roads aren't growing fast enough. I travel up and down Interstate 65 a lot, whether we were heading back to Ohio years ago or whether we were just heading to Indiana to see family. I'm on 65, our main thoroughfare, north and south a lot. And the one thing I've noticed with 65 is they always tend to be building a lane somewhere. I think I've watched them build the entire road going from 4 lanes to 6 lanes over the course of the last 20, 25 years. Interstate 65 has been a long time part of my life. There was the time when I was out in Virginia and in North Carolina where it really didn't affect me other than traveling back to the Midwest. But for the most of the rest of the time, I've been on 65 a lot. And so I've watched a lot of the road kind of being built. And it's like, I don't think they're ever ending. And by the time we get it all 6 lanes, we're going to need 8 lanes. And by the time we need 8, we're going to have, what are they going to go to, 12 then? To 10? I don't even know. There's no way we can do that. Once we start getting to a point where we're at 8 lanes, they're going to have to start blasting rock again. Because they have to blast through the mountains or blast through the hills or blast through whatever this is. And that's not good. I'm actually worried about that for the future. Not for me. I mean, let's be honest here. In my mid-50s, what am I going to be driving? 30 more years maybe? And the progress we've made on the roads in 30 years hasn't been great. Yes, there aren't many dirt roads anymore, and they're all paved now, and that's okay. And it used to be, 2-lane highways. Now it's 4-lane highways, and in some places 6. But I don't see it growing exponentially any faster. And I don't know necessarily if we're going to have that many more cars on the road. With the way millennials aren't driving as much, with the way people aren't traveling the same thing anymore, I don't know what it's going to change. I just know we're finally starting to speed up and getting ready back to highway speed, so I'm done for the week. Back next week with another Road Warrior. Hopefully won't be creeping along. KevinMason.us, the website to find all the Road Warriors. On Facebook too, on YouTube as well. Just type in Kevin Mason Road Warrior in the search and you'll find us. As we always ask, come on back again next week. We appreciate that you're here. Tell a friend, that helps too. The more the merrier. And you can torture them and not even tell them it's torture. See you next week. Thanks.